Let's do something a little bit different today. Let's look at prime numbers and map them out in polar coordinates based on mod 360. Why mod 360? Well, primes are 3x plus or minus 1 or 6x plus or minus 1. 3 and 6 both go into 360. Let's just go ahead and go for it and see how it looks. It's all fun. Let's see, what else could we do? And then we can actually filter out based on what the mod results is and just see what that looks like, just for fun. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so the first thing we do is we have a little demo. Now I've done this multiple times, so it'll expand out based on 9 steps. And the center is where they start. They're obviously closer together in the beginning, and they get further apart. And then, of course, since we're corkscrewing them out from the center, of course, it seems to exaggerate how far they're getting, right? Anyway, let's look at the code. It's just JavaScript. That's all we're doing here. So there's a document, prime numbers, headers, little text, prime number, mod 6, 360. We have a canvas with a width of 800, height of 800, a gray border. There's our gray border. And so we have a center, 400, 400. Here's our center. You're going to need a little sleep function. Oops, there is that. If I wanted to log it, I would, of course, use this function. Otherwise, I'll just use the mod, what is it, parenthesis? Not parenthesis, percent sign. Here's where I'd log it if I wanted to log it. I only did it once. I left it there. And then I'm calling main, and then I'm defining main. And obviously here is a group of prime numbers into the n variable, n array. Okay, this is really trivial, really. I'm getting the canvas, I'm getting the context. We're gonna do a mod 360 like I explained. We're gonna break the colors into 24. Like I said, primes are 3x plus or minus 1 or 6x plus or minus 1. First 3 primes, 2, 3, 4. 24 seems like a good number. Anyway, those are just for coloration. We're going to do a loop for 9. That's to expand it out just for a drama, just to create a little drama there. We're going to clear it. We're going to draw the spokes. Okay, these are the spokes here. See them? Those are the spokes. They're coming out of the center. And then I decided to remove the center of these spokes. So I just did that with the filled arch right here. Right here's the code to remove that. This is trivial. We'll get there. We'll start playing with it here in a minute. Then we're going to start with the third prime and just start mapping them out. So there's a radian, of course. We're taking the number mod 360. We're going to convert that into radians. This is a degree. We're using that as our degree. And then we're multiplying that by 1 radian. So we can convert the degrees to radians. The r distance is a radius. We're just using the z here, which is our 1 to 9, 0 to 9, and then some other stuff. Yeah, it's all something I made up just to make it expand out and look pretty. That's all. These are These are some facts about our primes. All primes, when you mod 2, with the exception of 2, of course, will have a value of 1, and that's it. But 1 or 0, right? So if it's 0, it doesn't count, but the primes will have a value of 1 other than 2. Same with 3. There's a 1 or a 2. 4 is interesting because it's 1 or a 3. 5, mod 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 is 1 or 5. 2 is even. 4 is even. So they're not prime. 3 is mod 3. I mean, it's redundant. So this follows your 3x. This is your 3x plus or minus 1. This is your 6x plus or minus 1. So anyway, that's all fun. This is something we'll play with in a minute. This is to calculate where the circle goes. It's converting the polar coordinates to Cartesian coordinates so we can draw them. This is where we define where it's going to be drawn, and the rest of this is just picking a color. All that, just picking a color. I decided 24 colors or so. Yeah, then there's that. Red will be something that pretty much is undefined, or 2. Obviously the first one would be 2, which is one of the reasons why I don't print it. But anyway, here's your fill, and that's pretty much it. So again, when we execute that script, here's what we get. Pretty entertaining. Like I said, the entertainment comes when it's mod 2, mod 3. Obviously, here we go. If we look at, and these are called sieves. So if you take a number mod 3, then mod 3 is your sieve, and the values are 0, 1, 2, right? So what happens when the value is 1, the value is 2, the value is 3? Can we just paint those and see how that looks? And that's where we show that 3x plus or minus 1 and 6x plus or minus 1 is the same, just like we said they were. So we do 6 mod 6, prime number mod 6. If it's not equal to 1, we're going to put it in the center. And so let's see what that looks like. That's what that looks like. Like we said, it's 3x plus or minus 1, right? Also the same. We can show that again, same result. Now 6x plus or minus 1, obviously minus 1 is 5. There you go, different colors. But it'll be the same as the 3 minus 1, which is 2. Anyway, it's all for fun. It gets really interesting in that there's fewer numbers with the bigger the number you're modding by in the result set. So if you go to a 97 and we're looking for whatever value not equal to 1, when we do that, we're going to get very few points. Interesting. Anyway, have fun with it. I'll put the JavaScript code out there. I can even put a link to the code. All right, have fun.